Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Drew. In today's video, as you can see, we're going to be doing a Brawlhalla tier list for the weapons. So, yeah, this is for the most recent patch. We're gonna, order these out, and this is like during the BCX time. So, after BCX, there should be a bounce pass after that patch, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to leave a like and sub, and let's get into this tier list. So, there's already a special tier for the one and only Broken Weapon, Great Sword. BMG, please nerf. There's nothing to say about Great Sword. It's way too good. Recovery kills early. Sidelight has zero recovery frames. Nair is like insanely fast. It's just way too good. The string potential is insane. I'm not gonna say anymore because everyone already knows it's broken. But S tier is probably what I'd say. If Greatsword wasn't in the game, these two weapons I'm gonna put in here would be the two best in the game. And those two weapons, and they're not gonna be in any particular order, but the ones below I'm gonna order them. But the two best weapons, other than Greatsword, are Gauntlets and Hammer. I believe they are very very solid right now. Gauntlets still have that. They have a three-piece true combo with the if you do the GC version, GC D-Light into Nair into recovery, or GC D-Light into Nair into down air. And then there's also you can hit grounded, which I don't know how to do, but a lot of people do. You can do D-Light Nair, Dare, or D-Light Nair recovery. True, if you can hit the grounded version, which is hard, but it is possible. So they're very strong. The offstage on gauntlets are just ridiculous. You got ground pound and like every move that gauntlets has, it spikes downward. Like you got Sair that hits at a downward angle. You got Nair that throws them downward. Obviously, ground pound's gonna hit them, and it's steerable, so it's just super good offstage. So that's why I'm putting gauntlets there. But then Hammer does so much damage. It's just crazy. And Hammer Nair is just a freaking force field, pretty much. I use Hammer a good amount, so I know this. It's just Nair is just ridiculous. I use that move so much because it's so good. And then you have Stomp Sair, just kills at a good percent. It's like the best weapon to kill with in the game, and it's supposed to be like a kill weapon, but it just builds up damage just as good as any other weapon because of the high damage on it. So yeah, this weapon definitely S. But yeah, let's move on to the A tier. These are weapons that are still very strong. They're not. I think in S they should be nerfed, and S and above should be nerfed. In A they're like maybe minor nerfs. I'm not really sure about that, but more balanced here. Weapons I'm gonna put in there. We're just gonna start with sword. Sword is super solid. It's pretty balanced, I'd say. The string potential pretty good. Damage build up. It can kill relatively. It can kill okay. D-Light recovery or D-Light Sair do kill. And there is a possibility of a three-piece true combo kill option, which is D-Light down air into recovery. You can hit that true, and it's very good for killing. Although it is like very specific on what health they're at, so it's not always going to be an option. But yeah, so sword is all around a very solid weapon. You have N-Light, which is insane, and Sidelight, both two really good moves. So, and it's just an easy weapon. It's good. It's easy to learn. Like the moves are very basic and simple, and that's what makes it fun in my opinion. But yeah, so sword's probably at the top of A, I'd say. What else should I put here? We're gonna do blasters here. Solid weapon. They can kill pretty early with the D-Light recovery. Like that killed at a very very good percentage or health. They got nerfed last patch, but I think they're still super solid. Like they were way too good last patch. Like you had side air into D-Light into Sidelight into Nair all true. So that's what, a 4-piece true combo, and that's not true anymore because Sidelight into Nair isn't true because they reduced the stun frames on Sidelight. But I mean, it's like what 1 or 2 dodge frames now, so it's still possible to hit. So very solid weapon. Side air on guns is insane. Just all around good weapon, honestly. Let's see. Let's put Orb also in A. Orb isn't played that much, but I think it's a really cool weapon, and it is very good. Like you can get some crazy strings if you get a dodge read. Like you can do Sidelight into D-Light into Nair into GC D-Light into Nair into recovery. Like there's so many options you can do with this weapon. And down air on this weapon, holy crap! Down air got nerfed last patch, but it's still insanely good. Like it's actually crazy. Down air is just so spammable. and it bounces off the wall. It like just it's so weird. It bounces off the ground, bounces off the walls, and then ground pound is also pretty good because you can let go of it and it'll just shoot out the orb, and it's hard to. You can't really beat it. Like if they recovery into it, they're screwed. They're not gonna hit you because you're like way above the ground pound. So orb I put in the middle of A. So yeah, sword. I'm putting sword as the best in A. Then we're going down the list here. Next, this is starting to get tough, but I'm gonna put bow here. We're gonna do bow. Bow's really good at building up damage, like super good. Bow Nair is just like I don't even know how it's in the game. Bow Nair is like one of the best moves in the whole game. It's ridiculous. The only problem with bow is that you can't kill very early. Like D-Light recovery doesn't kill that well, and D-Light Nair doesn't kill that well. So that's the only problem. Bow offstage is really good. Ground pound is just insane. Like it kills so early, and the hitbox is massive. I feel like, and the thing that annoys me about bow is that the recovery always clips you through the ledge. Like if they're on the wall and you're sitting on the ledge, like a little bit further back or on like the edge of the map, they're gonna do a recovery over and it's gonna hit you like every time. It's so annoying. But yeah. So bow's gonna be there. I think we're gonna. Let's see. I think we should. And then actually I'll put spear here too. So yeah, that's gonna be the last one for A. We're gonna put spear. Spear. I mean, it doesn't get changed very often, but it's always been solid because you can get dodge read for double D-Light. Like if you can get like a 70 damage dodge read if you know what you're doing with spear. It's just very good if you know what you're doing. You can get a side light, and if they dodge down, you can do side light, and then your double D-Light into side air, which is just an insane amount of damage, which can be like half of a stock pretty much. So spear is pretty solid. It's always been like average for the most part. It's always just in the middle. Usually it's not insane, but yeah, that's what I'd say about spear. If it didn't have that double D-Light possibility, it wouldn't be as good, but that can get you so much damage, so that's why I'm going to put spear in A. Down to B, we're going to do lance and axe. Yeah, we'll start with that. So lance, no more silent into recovery true combo, so the kill options on lance aren't as good. And Lance Nair got nerfed as well. Lance Nair is still really good. It's still really good. It's not as good as it was before, but you can still spam it and get free damage. Lance is just an annoying weapon, honestly, in general. But it's not insane. It's not too good right now. It's probably just middle of the line. It used to be too good, but it got a lot of nerfs in the past few patches, so I'd say it's probably balanced right now. But yeah, you still have Nair, and it's just it can't kill very well, but if you can get a falling side air is kind of hard to hit. That's the thing, but that's probably one of your better kill options. And it's not like you can't get a side lane into recovery anymore. It's one dodge frame. There's a good chance they don't dodge it, and they don't have a dodge and they're dead. So lance is still pretty solid. Axe is one of the weapons I play. It's okay. Side light got nerfed, so it's very slow. If you miss a side light, you are screwed. You're getting hard punished. Like it is bad if you miss a side light because you are stuck for so long in that animation. But if you do hit a side light, you can get a lot of damage. You get side light into Nair true combo. It's like 30 damage, and then there's very good follow ups after that. Like for example, a gravity cancel D-Light will hit if they're in low health. You can do a jump ground pound, or you can do a jump recovery. And if they jump after the silent Nair, you can hit that recovery and kill them in orange. So that is one good thing. But it's just very slow. You got to be very careful with what you're doing with Axe. So I'm going to put it in B tier. Probably tied with Lance. It could be either way here. Maybe I'll put it like that. I'll probably just do that. But yeah. Next, I'm going to do Scythe and Guitars. I mean, everything, let's just say this. Everything in B tier is pretty equal. I'm not going to put one above the other here. Let's just say that. It's kind of hard to place one above the other. Scythe is just strange because it can be insane depending on who's playing it, though. So this weapon's very difficult. So if you have a player that's not like a silver player on this, then they're probably going to do terrible. But if you have someone that's like a Scythe main, they can do extremely well with this weapon no matter how good it is. So that's why Scythe's going to go here. You can't really put Scythe anywhere else. It's kind of weird because Scythe is actually, I think Scythe is really, really good, honestly. I think it's one of the better weapons in the game, but it's just you have to be a good player to use it, and you have to know what you're doing on Scythe. That's the thing. It's just very, very dodge read dependent and everything. So that's why Scythe's going to go here. You got Guitars. They got a buff. They were probably one of the worst weapons in the game last patch. They are probably, I'm putting it somewhere in B tier. This is not in order. It's not the worst weapon in B tier. I just put it somewhere in here. But Katar's, you can get some insane dodge reads and get a ton of damage. Katar's side air got buffed and is super good now. It kills earlier, which is good, because the main problem with Katar's is killing, because usually you have to use your other weapon to get kills. That's why legends like Ember don't really work, because you have bow and Katar's, and neither of those weapons can kill, so that's a problem with Ember. But yeah, you got D-Light on Katar's, really good move. It's good anti-air. And the string potential on Katar is just, everyone knows it's amazing. You can get a ton of damage if you can get some dodge reads. But yeah, we're going to put that in B. So, last weapon, Cannon. It's awful. It's not awful, but it's bad. Worst weapon in the game. It went from here, went from behind Greatsword, like there, to the worst weapon in the game. So, I was playing Cannon before. Yeah, I was playing Cannon when it was bad, and then it got buffed to the greatest, and now it got buffed to the worst again. So I hope for a Cannon buff. Hopefully they can just find a median where Cannon is okay, good, but not OP and not awful. Like, please, BMG, just make it like right here, right here. Please don't make it like this or this. It's awful now. Like, the sidelight, you can't really do much off of it. Sidelight into Sair is like 3 dodge frames or 4 dodge frames, so they can just jump. Sidelight, you can get into a Nair, but that's if they have no dodge or if they jump, so it's not very good. There's still good moves on it, like down air, that's a good move. And D-Light down air, it's a good combo. You can get a kill option of D-Light Nair, but it's just nowhere near as good as it was before. You cannot get the strings like you could before. You can get a 0 to death off of 1 dodge read before. It was insane, which was too good, but I think they need to buff it to make it at least usable. I mean, it's usable, but it's not very good, so that's going to be the worst weapon in the game, in my opinion. So there it is. That's my weapon tier list. Let me know, guys, if what you agree or disagree with. I don't mind if you say in the comments that it was awful, my tier list is awful. I don't care. Just let me. I want to hear what you guys have to say. It doesn't matter. Comments are good, so go ahead and comment what you want. Doesn't matter. If you agree, then great. If you disagree, then okay, that's fine. I'd like to hear your opinion. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments for me so I can read them over and see what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.